Okay. I think we're good. Look. Oh, look at that. Uh, all right. I think we're good. Thought I could. Oh, yeah. That all it does. Just gonna going through the shop real quick, seeing what's here. Just a once over. Didn't really notice before. That's fun. So I wasn't really sure what I was gonna be talking about. Well, I knew what I'd be talking about. If I was even gonna do a video, I haven't gone live for a while, but given what's going on, uh, I thought it'd be, you know, worth yapping about. I don't have too many people to talk to this stuff about. So, um, I usually just go off the cuff anyway. I don't really have anything written down. Um, GTA 6, the pre-orders are up, obviously. It's what, 4:20, 4:23 my time. So everybody knows, obviously. I'm not unveiling anything new here. But since they are up, and it was revealed that the standard is going to cost $80, and the ultimate, that's going to be $100, which kind of sucks, obviously. I haven't pre-ordered yet. I don't know if you have or not, um, but I haven't yet. And the reason I haven't yet, I remember, I, you'll probably remember too, a little game that Rockstar didn't work on themselves. They didn't work on it, but they signed off on it. They signed off on it for it to get released to the public. Um, and I want to get this right because somebody reminded me what the company was called before. Let's see. Let's see here. Yes. Okay. So Rockstar didn't sell. They didn't. Let's see. I wonder if that's better. They didn't develop the game or games, but they had to give the okay. See, that makes the most sense. Or take two, whatever. Somebody had to give the okay for it to get released to us, the gamers, the public, the fans. And that's the GTA. My mic was too far away. Uh, GTA, the GTA Trilogy Definitive Edition came out maybe what, during COVID, 2020, 2021? I don't quite remember. But let's see. Um, Here we go. It was, let's see. Yep. Okay. So when Rockstar, Take Two, whoever, when they announced the Grand Theft Auto, the trilogy, the definitive edition back in 2021, November 11th, 2021, it's right here. Um, they had a standard price of $60, which is what we were used to that for a while. That's not news. So they put the trilogy definitive edition out for $60, and people were pissed. I remember this because I was one of them. Uh, a lot of people were hoping it would have been, I think, 40. I think a lot of people were saying 40 would have been fair. Um, but they released it at 60. Okay. And it didn't take too long. I don't know if I'm remembering correctly or not, but it didn't take that long for people to notice uh, bugs, glitches, um, and just the character models not looking right. I think in San Andreas, what the hell is it? Ryder? Is that his name? His one of his arms was like ridiculously long, or something was wrong with his body. Uh, I think the numbers on like the jerseys were messed up, like weird things. I think the donut, or there was something. There was like a one of those giant things on like a restaurant or something, and even that didn't look right. So I think some signs were messed up, and that was Rockstar. They didn't develop it, but they tapped Grove Street Games. Grove Street Games is notorious for working on. Uh, they worked on. Let's see here, and it didn't go well. Let's see, Grove Street Games, GTA. Um, I know they worked on one of these games, and it was hot garbage. Um, one of the, I think it was one of the ports, something like that. I think it was a port or a mobile version of maybe San Andreas, one of those. Maybe someone can like let me know because I don't remember exactly which one they worked on. I know they worked on the trilogy definitive edition. That I know for sure. But I don't remember what else they've worked on that was hot garbage. So I say this as someone who bought the trilogy definitive edition, and I also bought the edition. It's such a big name. I'm not saying the whole thing anymore. When they announced the trilogy edition, um, I before they announced it, I should say. See, that's what happens when you don't write shit down. Um, Before they had even announced that, I don't remember how early I did it, but I know I did it early enough that I didn't get affected by them pulling these games. But I bought GTA 3, Vice City, and San Andreas, the OG ones from the PlayStation 5 store. I think they had them on PS4. So if you were playing it on PS5, it was the PS4 version. Fine, cool. I don't care. It was the original games. That's what I wanted, as difficult as they are still. But I wanted to play them. I got bit by the bug of those games, and I bought them, and I don't regret it. So when they announced the definitive edition, um, I don't remember when they did it, but I remember, unless I'm wrong, they pulled the OG ones from the stores, so you couldn't get those. They were essentially forcing you to buy the new, repackaged, brand spanking, beautiful looking definitive edition, um, where they had Tommy Vercetti looking like he got stung by like a bee or some shit. Like he just didn't look right, you know? Their bodies didn't look right. They looked like almost like action figures or something like that. It was very strange. Um, so as someone who bought it, um, and didn't get affected by the pulling of the OG games. And I think because of backlash, they threw them back up. I think I might be wrong, but I'm pretty sure that's what happened. Um, I'm skeptical about GTA 6 now, and I didn't want to be. I don't think anybody wanted to feel what we're feeling now. Some people they don't give a shit. They've already pre-ordered. People have already pre-ordered. They're not gonna see this video. They're not gonna care. Whatever. But I'm skeptical because Rockstar may not have developed the definitive edition, but they signed off on it, knowing what it looked like. They had to have known what it looked like. They had to have. I don't believe that nobody at that place, at that company, saw the finished product, quote unquote, and said, "Yeah, that's fine. Go ahead and send it out." I don't believe that. And if they did, I don't believe that no one at Rockstar saw it or Take Two. If they and because if they saw it and they still put it out, like that's it. It did look bad on them. People were pissed. I'm surprised. I think you could get a refund for it. I don't remember, but I think they were allowing people to do refunds because of how ass it was. It was hot garbage. So I say all these things having not pre-ordered GTA 6 yet because as awesome as the reveal for the definitive edition was, it ended up turning into a popcorn fart product. So now they know, Rockstar, Take Two, they absolutely know that this game is anticipated. They um, they know how excited we are. They know that they have us by the short and curlies, basically. And they know what they're doing. And I don't mean it as far as game development and all that. I get that. They know what they're doing there. That goes without saying. But they know what they're doing as far as not announcing a disc version with the standard, as they call it now, and the Ultimate Edition. And the reason I haven't pre-ordered is because I I don't know this company. I don't know anybody that works there, but I know that they're sneaky. Um, I know they're sneaky. They can put out a incredible masterpiece like RDR2, but also sign off on allowing the definitive edition to go to the public. And I don't know, and they knew people would buy it, and they did. I bought it, and I wish I hadn't. I don't want to wish I hadn't, but I do. Um, I say these things being skeptical because I haven't pre-ordered. I'd like to, but I'd like a disc version. Um, so I'm not rushing to pre-order something that they're not going to run out of. They're not going to run out of codes. Um, yeah, it sucks. It really sucks. Um, it sucks that this is the way it is. I've and people have disagreed, and that's fine. I've felt that $70 would have been that sweet spot for them to price the game at, and even if it was the standard base edition, whatever the hell, you price that at 70. I don't think it stings as much if you price the other one at 100. I don't think people react as poorly as, or rightfully so, the way they're reacting. I don't think they react the way they are now if the game, the standard one, was priced at 70. I don't think it would hurt as bad. I don't know about the disc lists. That's the thing. Like they're saying they're calling it a physical release. It's not a physical release. It's they're both digital. There's no physical release. The only physical thing you're getting is a box. And I don't like that at all. Join the club. Who does? Who does? You know. I know a lot of people on PC. They don't care. They haven't had to deal with a disc in a long time. I get that. There's people who I have plenty of games I buy digitally, but at the same time, if I could run down to my nearest GameStop, I would, um, or wherever. Um, I'm looking at them right now. I have a pretty decent collection of PS4 games on, you know, physical media. Excuse me. So I'm hearing the rumor now that they're going to eventually release a hard copy, a disc version, at some point after the initial release of the coded versions, and we know. I don't doubt that it's for leaks. I don't doubt that it's to avoid leaks at all. It doesn't make it suck any less, you know. Um, 'Cause I still feel like they could still do a disc, and you mean you still have to pre-download and all that. Maybe they can't do it that way. I don't know. No word either on, as far as I know. I haven't looked on the store in great detail. I know it's up for the pre-order, but I don't know. Does anyone know how big the file is? How big this game is going to be console-wise, download capacity-wise? How large is the download? Because I don't know. Um, I understand they don't want leaks. What Last of Us 2 leaked, I want to say before it even came out. So I get that. AC Shadows, that had issues. People got to play maybe what, a month or so early before it was even, they shouldn't have been able to. They stole those copies. So it sucks. If I had to pre-order one, it would be the Ultimate. Not that I like that. Um, they were going to make money off of this either way. So I feel like, I don't know. I mean, even if like, and I keep trying to find some kind of workaround about it, like different logic, different ways to think about what they could have done. Doesn't matter. I get that. But yeah, it sucks. It really sucks. Uh, I don't know. I don't want this to be the new standard. I don't want game developers and I don't want the companies to take a mile because Rockstar is doing this. Um, I've seen that certain stores are not going to be selling GTA 6, whether whether that hurts their Jesus, whether that hurts their business. I don't know if they're uh, if they feel comfortable in themselves as a company to say that. I think it's number one off the bat. I think it's awesome for them to take that kind of stand. I think if there is enough pushback, it'd have to be a lot of pushback. But I think if there was enough pushback to to like want a physical copy before they plan to do it, because I believe they're going to do that. I believe they're going to do that, and that's what sucks. Because if they're only telling us, they don't communicate. And that's the shitty part about, like, I love their games. I love their games. But the company, I'm not even saying you need to be completely transparent. Just a little more communication with your fan base would be awesome. Like that would mean so much to so many people if you actually just communicated in a better way and not just some statement you throw up on your Twitter page, you know? Um, and obviously they're not going to see this. They're not going to care. They've already made, you know, they're already starting to put a somewhat of a dent in their 2 billion that they spent on this game. I'm very excited for it. It's just very bittersweet. It's like it's like you guys got on the same elevator. You and Rockstar, you put the Rockstar logo over someone's torso. You both walked into an elevator and they get out on their floor, but before they leave, they just right before they leave. And then you're stuck with it. And they know you're gonna just accept it because it's them. And I don't think that should be okay. Like Madden for the longest time had such a chokehold, and they probably still do. Or EA had such a chokehold over Madden, or has, that they're kind of no different. Like they put out the same shit every year. They don't really try with their games. Um, but they could, they could do more things, but they just leave the elevator and nope. Are you consuming? Are you pre-ordering? So again, it sucks. I'm a broken record. Um, I don't know when I'm gonna pre-order it. Um, we never got a what's today? We obviously never got so far, and I can check there. Let's see. If I go to their Twitter page here, um, here we go. Yep, just no trailer. No trailer like it was being speculated. A lot of people were thinking that we'd get a trailer today. I was hoping that'd be awesome. We have not, and that's another thing too. They're asking people if you want, if you want to play it, the game that has been in development for over a decade now, something like that. If you want to play it, you got to pre-order it. Or no, I should say like if you want to play it, great. It's just weird, like they haven't released any gameplay, nothing. And I think points are coming back as like ideas I had, talking points I had for wanting to do this. I think one of the, and I don't know shit. I don't know a damn thing. Rockstar, I know nothing. I know absolutely diddly jack shit. I don't know anything. I didn't help make your game. I'll play the shit out of your game, but I didn't help make it. I don't know anything. This is just rumors, rumors, 100% rumors. But I think part of the leaks that they're trying to avoid is we find out that Jason's a cop, or has ties to the police. I think he's undercover, something like that. Um, maybe he's working with them or something. Maybe I don't know. I think he's a cop. I think he's undercover, and we find that out at some point in the game. Big spoiler, holy shit. But I think, I think he's a cop. I think that's one of the things they don't want to get out because it'll dictate how people what decisions people make, maybe. I don't know. But I think that's one of the big things. And just the story, you don't want the story ruined. You know what I mean? It means something. Him being a cop out of context is shocking, but when you actually experience the game and all of that, it'll matter. It'll mean something. I I had an for The Last of Us too. I had an idea that Joel would die, like a lot of people probably thought he would. I didn't think it would be so early in the game. I don't think they should have done it as early as they did it in the game. Maybe I'm wrong. I still liked it. It was, because you're stuck with that sadness for the rest of the story, and you're in mourning and, you want the revenge. Um, 'Cause it's not like Joel wouldn't have done it for Ellie, I think. It's not like he wouldn't have. But breaking the cycle of violence and all that. I get it. Breaking that, I get it. Um, I don't. I remember like kind of seeing a leak, a spoiler for The Last of Us 2. I kind of remember seeing someone actually confirm that Joel does die or would die in the game. I didn't read too much more than, like a glance, like, oh shit, I saw like word, couple words, that was enough. I'm like, oh, so it got spoiled a little bit. I didn't know when it would happen. Did not expect it to happen as early as it did. I don't think people thought it would play out the way it did either, his death. But so I get and I think, and again, I think that information came out before the game came out, if I'm not mistaken. I don't remember how close it was to release and all that, but I I get them not wanting the leaks. So I get that. I get that front from Rockstar. I get it. Doesn't mean I like it. Um, I don't know. I think it's because they know that it's so anticipated. The rollout is kind of lame. The rollout, you'd think they'd go all out with it. You'd think they'd be going all out with this. Fucking a parade, metaphorical, but you'd think they'd be going nuts. And I think, or maybe this is going all out to them. Maybe they are trying to just drip feed it this way, to keep hype up, even though it's been up since you guys announced it, since trailer one dropped, for fuck's sake. Like, they know how anticipated this is. They know how excited we are. So that's why I'm like, if y'all are gonna do a physical release, fucking tell us. Don't don't tell us, yeah, this is all you're getting. This is it. This and this. 80 and 100. That's it. Don't tell us that. Like, and they want to hold out so people will pre-order and rack up the money, and I get that. And it's just when you know that, it sucks. It's like when you break a horror movie down too much, well, then it's like, well, then the movie doesn't happen. I I had commented on someone just recently. I had said the same thing. I'm afraid they're going to do some kind of collector's edition with a physical release, a physical disc, and collectible shit like GTA 5 did. They had the duffel bag. They had a bunch of shit with it. Um, say what you will about the man, but I have WWE 2K 2018, I think. I have the Ric Flair Woo edition. Yeah, it came with a replica Ric Flair, a replica WWE Hall of Fame ring. Awesome. Came with a Ric Flair exclusive to that bundle. It came with a Ric Flair pop figure. And I think the figure itself was in the game, like that the outfit was in the game. Uh, I think you got a plaque. You got a little, like one of the little squares. It was a square of Flair's robe, one of the robes that he wore, I believe, for his last match in WWE, not his last match, but his match against Shawn Michaels. Um, so you got the little plaque thing with the little square of the robe, which cool. You got the replica Hall of Fame ring. I don't remember if it's Ric Flair's replica of his, or it's just a replica of a Hall of Fame ring. I don't know. Huge, very large. Andre the Giant would probably be able to fucking wear that instead of me. Uh, um, you got the ring, the plaque, you got the figure. I don't remember if there was anything else with it, but you also got the game with a disc. with a fucking disc. And I get it, it's a wrestling game, you can't spoil shit, and if you spoil the story, nobody gives a fuck. It's a wrestling game, nobody cares. Um, but you got so much. I don't remember how much it cost, but you got so friggin' much in that such a little package. Like I still have the box on my shelf. Um, so it's just weird. It's just weird. I haven't watched it yet. There's a video by, let's see here. I want to give credit. It's probably gonna refresh too when I go back. Son of a bitch. Yeah, there it is. Um, he's this guy. He's been popping up on my feed recently, so he's kind of I'm new to his channel. I've started watching his couple of his videos covering this stuff as well, but I wanted to give some proper credit at least. Where is he? 'Cause I'll give him a shout, even though I'm no big YouTuber. He's got way more subs than I got, so but I figured it'd be worth kind of giving him a shout because I saw his thumbnail for his video and I was like, oh, I gotta check that. Here he is, Dandy Andy. He posted a video about an hour ago or so. Um, that kind of it's one of the rumors. Yeah, right here. He posted it an hour ago. GTA 6 may be getting physical discs around Christmas, which to me says that Rockstar is going to be sneaky. Whether people see this as sneaky